Little misdirection right there. Offensive lineman out in front. Good design.
14-0 Longhorns. Eighth career touchdown at Texas for Fozzie Whitaker gives the Longhorns the 14-0 lead. And a road test weekend continues tonight on ABC. Hard to beat this matchup. #1 against #5, and two very interesting quarterbacks. Landry Jones squares off with E.J. Manuel. Saturday Night Football presented by Southwest Airlines at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC. Coach Davey, your thoughts?
Hey, starving for a game like this in Tallahassee. Those Florida State fans, they're saying it's the biggest non-conference game since Pitt. 1980, Dan Marino came to Tallahassee. I remember that game. I was coaching at Pitt. That's how old I am. I remember the atmosphere in that stadium. I also remember they beat us. We were the #1 ranked team in the country. That place will be on fire tonight in Tallahassee, man. They have been waiting for a game like that.
Looks like Kevin Prince is set to come back out with the UCLA offense after the Bruins turned it over down in the red zone and set up the Texas touchdown drive. And this will be a touchback. Justin Tucker knocks it past Josh Smith as we check in with Samantha.
Yeah, guys, when we were having some audio issues before the game, I asked Mac Brown about starting out strong. He said he actually told his guys that the game started at 11:30 because they've been struggling so much in the first half. On defense, specifically in the first half, originally Dwayne Aquina, their DB coach, was telling the guys, just do your job, stick to your assignment. Well, in the second half of last week's game, he changed that to get out there and make a play. That's what's juicing up this offense right now. So far, so good for the Longhorns.
Well, they've taken 2 turnovers, Samantha, turned it into 14 points. And now in a misdirection play, Kevin Prince gets the sideline. And he's out of bounds, out close to the 40-yard line, a gain of 20.
Well, you see the reason Kevin Prince is in the game. The decide zone, the #3 from Texas closed down inside Jordan Hicks. That let Kevin Prince come outside on that zone read. That's the reason he's playing. He is more elusive, better option style quarterback than Brijo.
This time it's Jonathan Franklin. He finds a seam with a flag down. Franklin very close to a first down, a gain of 9. Keenan Robinson was there to make the stop for Texas, but we'll have to check the penalty.
Holding. Offense. Number 51. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That seems like a particular killer for UCLA, Coach, because we talked about they don't really have the home run hitters on offense. Those chunk plays are few and far between at times for Rick Neuheisel's group. So 1st and 20, it's always a bad thing for an offense, but it's worse for an offense like this.
No question. I mean, one of the focus points I said was 3rd and 4 or less. But obviously you accomplish that by what happens on first down. 2 big turnovers, a couple silly penalties here early.
Texas shows blitz. Under pressure is Prince. He'll take off and run again. Picked up about 4. Emmanuel Acho came up the middle and forced Prince out of the pocket. And Jackson Jeffco chased him out of bounds.
And right now, Manny Diaz, new coordinator, came over from Mississippi State. He's licking his chops. You can see every time it's a passing situation, he's coming with linebacker pressure. And so far, UCLA, no real answer for that pressure.
2nd and long.
Anticipating pressure again here, Prince. Let's see what their answer is.
Hot read underneath. Poirier makes the catch, and he is popped by Kenny Vaccaro. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Kenny Vaccaro, I think the most physical player on the field. Safety, he's their nickelback in passing situations. Heck of a special teams player. Player of the year last year on special teams. Again, keep your eye on Texas defense. 3rd down and 11. They're going to try to confuse the UCLA offense with which a lot of different looks pre-snap.
Five-man rush. Prince well protected this time. A wobbly throw, and that's intercepted. Picked up by Vaccaro. Another turnover for UCLA.
Well, you have to ask yourself who has the freshman quarterback playing in this game. Kevin Prince, I think he's going to get the hook after that. He just threw that up. If you're going to throw it up, throw it high enough and outside enough that only your receiver can make the play. He underthrew it. And Kenny Vaccaro has an easy interception.
UCLA had not thrown an interception, either quarterback, in the first couple of games. Well, they've taken care of that here in the first half. Turnovers turn into points for Texas, and they've got it in plus territory again. 14-0, Horns on top. Three first-quarter interceptions by Kevin Prince on the right, and Rick Neuheisel has told Richard Breho to start warming up. We'll see who the quarterback is as we start the second quarter, with Texas trying to take advantage of yet another turnover by UCLA. Three first-quarter interceptions for a team that doesn't have explosive players offensively. UCLA has really dug themselves a hole here.
Yeah, and what I see, this quarterback rotation, I think the single toughest thing as a coach is trying to project how a quarterback will play in a game from practice. You know, some guys in practice play great. I especially thought that would be difficult for Texas because they have two young quarterbacks. A little bit easier for UCLA, but I mean, Kevin Prince, you've got to take him out. 3 interceptions. There's no reason talking about anything else stat-wise for this game. But, no, I could see Texas trying to figure out, is Case McCoy a gamer? How is David Ash going to play in the game? But Kevin Prince has played a lot of football here at UCLA.
UCLA's defense has forced a 3rd down and 3 after the interception, so they have a chance with a stop here to get off the field and see if they can put a tourniquet on what has been a rough first half so far. Texas with a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, Jackson Shipley right here in the slot. Even though he's a freshman, he's the 3rd down guy.
They'll send blitzers after Ash, and he'll throw it and find Shipley for a first down. A gain of 14 yards for Texas as UCLA sold out with a run blitz, and Ash beat them over the top.
Yeah, you're going to see UCLA. They're going to come with a zone blitz. That leaves some voids, but I'll tell you something. If I can circle Jackson Shipley and say he's probably going to get the football on 3rd down, you know UCLA should have been aware. That was way too easy right there.
Ash stays in at quarterback. Flags flies. Malcolm Brown goes up the middle. He's got a first down if the play stands, but a flag thrown back at the line of scrimmage. This is going to be a penalty against UCLA. Looks like UCLA may have been lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside defense, number 90. The penalties declined. The result of the play, first down.
Let's take a look at our Pacific Life game summary. And these numbers will explain why that's a lot of depressed people in light blue in the background there. 14 points off turnovers, and Texas looking for more.
Yeah, couldn't be any better for Texas. Couldn't be any worse for UCLA. It's that simple. But I think it's key right now, this UCLA defense. Hang in there. Force a field goal attempt. As bad as it's been, it's only 14-0. There's a lot of ball left to be played. Hang in there. Don't cave in. Win this little battle right now. You don't have to win the war right now. Just win this little battle. Hold them to a field goal. You can see right now, body language wise, they're hanging on right now, UCLA.
Ash to throw. Low throw to the sideline. It forces DJ Grant down to his knees, but he's about 3 yards shy of a first down. So here's that 3rd down situation. Coach, you talked about a chance to stop in the red zone and force only a field goal attempt.
Yeah, an interesting call right there, David Ash. Give UCLA credit. They know when David Ash is in there, it's going to be all quarterback runs, some type of option. But that time, Brian Hartson, a little bit of the tendency beater threw the ball. 3rd down, you have to think some kind of run right here, quarterback run, some kind of draw right here. Take the pressure off David Ash, let him do it with his legs.
Timeout called by Texas. Mac Brown called that timeout from the sideline.
Texas, their first time out of the half.
The Longhorns combined between McCoy and Ash are 6 for 6 passing. Outside of the fumbled punt by Jackson Shipley, it's been a pretty flawless first half.
Although we honor our alumni, we don't recommend walking in their footsteps. Instead, we encourage you to run right past them. The University of Texas. What starts here changes the world.
Well, so far, Texas has passed the test. A road test weekend. A lot of top 25 teams on the road this week. And there have been some wild games already played today in college football. UCLA trying to get what would be a huge momentum-building win as they're about to go on the road for the first 2 games of the Pac-10 schedule beginning next week. But Rick Neuheisel, you know, earlier today in the LA Times, Coach Davey, the game preview story didn't deal so much with X's and O's. How is Texas going to fare against UCLA? That type of thing. It was all about the state of the program, what this win or loss would mean to Rick Neuheisel, what the future holds. And he seemed to sense how big this game was. We talked to him yesterday as well.
Yeah, a lot of people here. He's 16-23 in his 4th season, but an opportunity because of USC's problems in 2-year probation. He hasn't been able to seize any momentum. That's why today's game's so big.
Trap handoff on 3rd and 3. Brown right up the middle. Lost the football. Is he in the end zone? It's a shoe that popped off of Brown. He held onto the football, and he's got a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run for Malcolm Brown with 1 shoe.
That's why they say he's the future. You're going to take a look at this. They pull the guard around. You're going to watch the guard pull around. He doesn't really block anyone. It's Malcolm Brown on a little draw type action. Gaping hole, but right here's what you have to love. Oh, if you're a Texas fan, you haven't seen that in a while right there. That true eye tailback that can run people and knock people back.
He tricked me when the shoe popped off, but another interception thrown by Prince that results in 7 for Texas, and the Longhorns in control. Looks like the day is over for number 4, Kevin Prince. As you can see, number 12, Richard Breho, the backup quarterback who's about to become the starter, as Rick Neuheisel has made the switch. 3 first-quarter interceptions by Breho, and they have been, or by Prince rather, and they have been turned into points by Texas, and the Longhorns have a 21-0 lead.
And Breho, the better passer. UCLA obviously going to have to throw it now, but pass protection is the real issue.
Josh Smith on the kickoff return. Maybe a big play on special teams for UCLA. There goes Josh Smith. Trying to outrun the kicker. All the way down inside the 15-yard line. There is a flag down back at the UCLA 36. We'll have to check the penalty. And it's coming back.
Number 20.
Boy, this is a great individual effort right here. You're going to see some missed tackles by Texas right there, right here. But turnovers and penalties. UCLA has not given themselves a chance to get any momentum in this game.
Well, the 2 big plays that could have been turning points for UCLA on special teams. They recovered a fumbled punt by Jackson Shipley inside the 20-yard line, and Kevin Prince gives it right back to Texas, throws an interception. They get Josh Smith loose on a big kickoff return, and it's called back for a holding penalty. So now Richard Breho, last week against San Jose State, a touchdown and 145 yards passing, but he's in a 21-point hold. Right up the middle goes Jonathan Franklin. A gain of about 7. It will be 2nd down and 3 as we take a look at the junior Breho.